Hey friends, it's John, your carnivore teacher. You know, it's fascinating how our bodies all share the same design blueprint. Bones, muscles, organs, hormones, but each one of us has a different weakest link. For some people, the weak link shows up in their heart. That's where the genetics and lifestyle combine to create problems like atrial fibrillation, high blood pressure, or coronary artery disease. For others, the weak link is their gut. Irritable bowel, Crohn's, celiac, or just chronic bloating and discomfort. Still, others find weak link in the brain with depression, anxiety, brain fog, or neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Here's the key. The weak link is different for everybody, but the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And where does this weak link usually come from? It's a combination of two things, genetics and environment. You might inherit the potential for weakness in a certain system, but whether that weakness gets triggered depends largely on your lifestyle. What you eat, how you move, how you sleep, how you manage stress, and even the toxins you're exposed to. Let's be honest. In the modern world, ultra-processed foods, seed oils, refined sugars, constant stress, and poor sleep are pouring gasoline on the fire. If your weak link is your joints, maybe you develop arthritis. If your weak link is your pancreas, you end up with type 2 diabetes. If it's your liver, fatty liver disease creeps in silently until one day it's too late. This is why eating the proper human diet is so powerful. It takes pressure off of the system. When you stop flooding your body with toxins and anti-nutrients, you give your weakest link breathing room. I've seen people who thought they had lifelong depression or lifelong gut problems turn things around simply by removing the constant insult of processed food and plants loaded with chemical defenses. Your job and my job isn't to pretend we can change our genetics. We can't. But what we can do is change the environment we place those genes in. We can stack the deck in our favor. We can eat meat, fish, eggs, and animal fats. We can train our bodies with movement, rest, get sunlight, and minimize stress. When you do this, your weakest link may still be your weakest link, but it doesn't have to break. You can reinforce it. You can make the whole chain stronger. So here's my challenge to you. Ask yourself, what's your weakest link? Where does your body tend to give out first? Once you know, start building a life that protects that spot rather than accelerates its breakdown. Because everybody has a weak link. The difference is whether you strengthen it or let it snap. So on a personal note, just so you know, my weakest link is my lower back. I know that's my weakest link. Whenever inflammation creeps into my body, that's where it lands. I know my weakest link. And so I make sure that I eat a very non or uninflammatory diet, which of course is the carnivore diet. And I haven't had lower back pain since I started. It's amazing. So I encourage you to think about that. Share this with somebody who's interested in learning about their weakest link and how they can reinforce the whole chain through the proper human diet, exercise, and proper sleep and nutrition and managing stress. I think the big one is the food we put in our body. Like this video. If you did, leave a comment or a question or a suggestion, and I will write you back. Have a great day.